there is a relationship with someone in your life that has been bothering you, whether it is a current relationship, a relationship from years ago, or something from last year or even the year before, there is something that tugs at you. When you think of that person, you feel sad or angry or tired or upset. This relationship is still taking from you what you no longer have to give, and it is time to heal it. And so we ask you, please find yourself a comfortable place. Sit up in a chair that is very comfortable to you, or lay back in a chair or on a bed. All that matters is that you are comfortable and that you can follow these words and go with us into a place of your own making, into a place of your own healing. And now, please, close your eyes, take a deep breath and relax. Place your hands across your stomach such that your right hand is across your stomach and your right thumb over your belly button. Place your left hand over your right hand, left thumb over right thumb over belly button. Place all of your awareness in your hands and stomach, and as you breathe, see the breath expand through your lungs to blow up the balloon that is your stomach, rising and falling gently, rising and falling easily, no strain. With our attention now on our warming hands and warming stomach, we will take 3 deep breaths. First, inhalation. And exhale. Second inhalation. As you inhale, know that you are inhaling the rarefied pink sparkly air of oneness, of this sanctified place and moment for this healing of self. Expel, relax, all is well. Third breath, hands becoming so warm now as you direct the air through your lungs into your stomach with the adjoining hands. And as you exhale, you are aware that all of the energy from the breath is escaping down your legs and out through the bottom of your feet. You are here. You are now. The only reality is these words and the warmth of your hands and your stomach. We draw them together and place attention again on our hands. And as we approach in our awareness, we find ourselves walking down a wooded pathway. It is beautiful. It is nighttime. Starry night, black night with beautiful, crispy stars. There is no moon tonight. And yet, as we walk down this path, we see ahead of us a huge bonfire. The bonfire is set at the center of a large clearing not far from us. The chill of the night quickens our space, and we jog a little, heading towards the light and the warmth of that bonfire. As we approach, we become a little self-conscious. We had not known there were others here, but there is another there, and we can see 1 or 2 other persons around the fire. We hesitate a few feet off, perhaps feeling we do not belong. But the first person we saw waves us over heartily, and we draw near and warm ourselves to the fire. But the person who invited us pantomimes turning around and wriggling himself all over to the warmth of the fire, and happily we do the same, laughing at the shared joke. Then this person walks around the fire, and we are alone. Indeed, we are alone in the still of the night, ourselves and this magnificent warmth. We become curious after a while, where has our friend gone? And we walk around the perimeter of this huge fire, and there we find him. Ah, he says, so you are ready. Ready? We ask in our mind. He answers out loud, for our voyage. You are ready to make peace with your heart, are you not? And we remember the reason we came. There is a relationship that has been hurting us. Whether the relationship is over through death, or over through permanent separation, or just numb out of a desire for no more pain, it is a relationship that still draws our life breath. We stare at our friend, and for the first time we speak out loud and say, yes, I am ready. And the friend, happy fellow, a good deal shorter than we are, reaches out his hand, and we follow. He takes us out of the clearing into another path deep into the woods. It is not a clear night of full moon clarity, and so we have no idea where we are going. We are traveling only on faith and the knowledge that wherever our friend is taking us, we trust him and we will be healed. No sooner have we had this thought than our friend shows that we have come to the edge of a cliff. We are in no danger of falling, for there is quite a clearing on the cliff top. And we look over and we see a beach. It is miraculously daytime already from such a short walk through the dark night. Our friend points to the beach and points to the turquoise waters and the dolphins out jumping in the ocean, the beautiful sand below. That is your destiny, he says to us. We had not thought our destiny had to do with beaches and dolphins, and we tell him so. Ah, he says, but close your eyes and feel how it would be to be swimming or lazing in the ocean with dolphins and picnicking on this warm beach. And as we do, we feel a warmth in our heart. There, he says, there you have it. Please now take your left hand and place it on your heart to contain that warmth. And we do. And we feel the warmth of our hand over our heart. And he says to us, your destiny is joy. The warmth in your heart from imagined time in a beach with dolphins. It's the same warmth your heart will feel by healing this relationship. Do you wish to continue? We answer yes. Curiously, that is twice now he has asked us if we wish to continue. Oh yes, we reassure him. Most definitely, I want to heal my heart of this wound. We did not even know where those words came from. But they are our words, and we stand by them. And he takes us by the hand again and does not lead us down to the beach, but he leads us to the center of this large clearing at the cliff top, far enough away from the cliff that we would not fall over inadvertently. And he says, do you wish to be in a sanctified space? We sense this is very important and we like our privacy. Yes, we say, and we would like a little privacy. And he says, how about a glass pyramid? We laugh, thinking that'll be the day, but politely nod, that would do just very fine, thank you. And he blinks, and we are inside a pyramid, and we can see out through the walls, and we know it is glass. None can enter this pyramid, for there is a door, and there is a white picket fence around the pyramid. There is a guest come to you. Do you allow him to enter? You look and you say, is it that person? No, not yet. It is a friend who will help you. Well then please, allow him to enter. And you notice, when your friend escorts this other into the room, it is none other than the spiritual mentor, God's own child, the most magnificent light in your own eyes that you could ever imagine. Why would this person occupy themselves with you, you ask? Am I that worthy? And immediately the person answers yes. For some, this person is Mary. For others, it is Jesus. For others, it is Buddha or Muhammad. It matters not. It is the holiest of the holies. He comes, or she comes, and takes you by the hand. You are courageous, dear child. Now we will proceed. And then there is another knock at the door, and you recognize the very tall fellow as Archangel Michael, for who else is so very tall, with those tight blonde curls and gold-looking clothing. It looks like armor, but it cannot be. He is accompanying, yes, the person, the relationship with whom is causing you such continued grief. You had felt so comfortable, so warm, and when you see that person, you feel difficulty in breathing. Your spiritual mentor, the Holy One, leans forward, wraps an arm around you. Courage, dear heart. Keep your hand at your heart and be still. None will speak but us to you. This is not a time of war. You nod and smile. Then the spiritual mentor speaks again, more formally this time so others may hear. We are here to cut the cords and resolve past issues and to remove all unhappiness of the past and to replace it with the light of everlasting love. Are you both willing? You look across at the other person, who seems somewhat surprised to be here, and yet they nod. And so do you. Neither of you are looking at each other yet, but you both have nodded to the spiritual mentors here. And so, it shall begin, and your mentor takes you by the hand and leads you away, and as you look back, you see an image of yourself is left standing where you were, in this large hall inside your glass pyramid. You are taken to a spot halfway between the two of you, yet off to the side perhaps by 10 feet. The distance between you two, the former you, and the person is 10 feet. Likewise, and your spiritual mentor hands you a very strong knife, may as well be machete. In a moment, I am going to be shining a special light on the space between the image of you and the person with whom you are having difficulty. As soon as I shine this light, you will see many cords between you, some cords of strangulation, some cords of blood sucking, some suckers, some looking like very dense seaweed. You are to cut. You have a limited time, and you are to cut all of these cords. As long as this light is on, you have ability to cut the cords. And so whatever you cannot cut, you call immediately to Archangel Michael to come with his chainsaw, for our time is limited. You look and you see this person speaks truth. A light comes on. You feel the machete in your hand and you run like a frenzied person. You see these cords, you are disgusted. Some are slimy, some are hard as rocks, some are so old that they almost crumble under your touch. and some are slithery and must be blood-sucking. You taking the energy from this person, the person taking the energy from you. Even as you are in the middle of the cutting, you hear all the emotional issues, all the same song, and you shriek out, "Stop, I wish to end it." And nobody hears your word, for there is such noise from these cords being cut. Some as strong as the limb of a tree. There are some you know you cannot cut. And so you race towards Archangel Michael and beg him to come with his chainsaw. And he does. And no sooner has he finished with the last cord the size of a tree trunk, tying you to this person, than the light is over and the opportunity is gone. You don't know what to do. You are exhausted. Archangel Michael smiles at you and resumes his place beside the other person. Your spiritual mentor waves at you from across the way, for you have run the gauntlet between your former self and that other person, and now you are standing on the far end. Your spiritual mentor calls out, "I have another light. It is more magical still. It shows the bonds of love. Love is eternal. Nothing may cut it. Even if you rage against this person and say, 'Be gone for an eternity,' this person, like you, is of God, of love. This person, like you, is in this relationship in order to learn and grow and strengthen bonds of love with self, with humanity, with God. Even if this person is no longer in your life, or you will never see him or her again, these bonds cannot be broken. You may try if you wish, and a light is switched on. You are tempted. You see many fine lines, almost like piano wires shining pure gold, a light coming off them. They are so charged with energy. Between you and this person, they are not stealing from heart. They are not choking at the neck. They are not binding the hands or feet. They are singing a song, a symphony, one person to the other. You do not wish to cut these, and you drop your machete to the floor. "Thank you," you say. You turn to the other person, the relationship now healed, and say, "Thank you for being in my life, and thank you for agreeing to release ourselves from the pain of the past. Now when I think of you, I will think of these eternal bonds of love that unite us, not only in this life, but for all time, for we are all one." And as you say these words, you find yourself drifting and suddenly aware of the sounds in the room, and you realize all is well. Even though your hand is still pressed against your heart and your other hand still rests on your stomach, you feel well. You understand this is a significant healing, and know that for 10 days you will be sleepier than normal, thirstier than normal, and crave good things like fresh air, fresh foods, fresh exercise, and happy thoughts and laughter. For that is post-surgical care to the healing of your heart. And you are much blessed. Amen.